Well-deserved standing ovation. Magical by Baez. Baez trying to score.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the show. So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and one gone in the inning.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Reds. Number 27, Jarvis.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. Galvis, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily. Diego Hernandez has been summoned from...
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds have won 5. Vince Velasquez will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In this last starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Grounded to third, reined in.
Come on, get there, get there.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Bottom of the inning now. Digging in. Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Out in front of it, strike one. The 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Down to the right side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. How about that? Two away now for the Cubs in the sixth. And that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. The 1-2. Popped him up.
That's mine. That's mine.
Ahmed has got it, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Jarvis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Santana is back to digging in once again. Jarvis. Two away here in the eighth, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen. If they're going to get...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. 5-2 the final score tonight. The Chicago Cubs led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball tonight. Into the box now. Jarvis looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch of the at-bat. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And the inning extended for George Springer to bat next. But fortunately, he'll hold on at first with just a single.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on it.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rizzo. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
44, Anthony Rizzo.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now to the plate, Albert Almora.
Batting it, the left fielder.
The 0-2 delivery.
Albert Almora.
On the line at first. Scooped up. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now at the plate, Jarvis. He reached on a single in his first try.
Jarvis.
From the stretch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. The relay on to first. The double play and the... Into the box. Jarvis.
The first baseman. Jarvis.
Carrasco pauses. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Right to him.
Come on.
Throw on to first. 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Jarvis. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
The 0-2. but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a attempt here. Jarvis is there, and he has it for the out. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Cubbies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs. Digging in, Jarvis watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
This guy's got a realistic shot to win the Triple Crown, and he's hit several home runs in his last 10 games.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this one is gone, a home run. So we'll take one more look. And bottom of the 3rd now. Now batting, Jarvis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time. And
a swing and a high drive to right center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many.
At the plate, Jarvis already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far.
And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. And now this is bobbled in left. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Hey, not a bad way to start the new month, D-Roll. How about after that single? That's his 3rd hit of this game.
Oh, that has to make you feel good. You see that calendar flip, and you got 3 knocks in your back pocket.
There's one on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from 3rd. At the plate, Darren Lincoln.
Now batting, right fielder, Darren Lincoln.
Grounded to the right. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Jarvis will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will get foul for strike 2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
Man, talk about having a good game. And like most guys, this would be a good week. 4th hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage of it.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Well, listen, you always want to finish strong, and they've done a real good job here notching a win on the first day of September. They're hoping that's a sign of good things to come in this final month of the season.
10-4 in the final. And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll come on with the runner at first and 2 gone in the
Your
inning.
attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Reds, number 27, Jarvis.
Hard hit toward the hole. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
The batter, number 9, second baseman,
Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Michael Lorenzen is on to pitch from the bullpen. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Reds used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on
Lance McCullers. Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between. Freddie Peralta is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to. Next for the Mets, Wilson Ramos, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Wilson Ramos.
This the other way to right. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. So here now is the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
The pitcher.
This is on the ground over to first. Throw to the plate. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe. In now, Jarvis.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez.
Number 7, Eugenio.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Davis brings it in. Throw over to LeMahieu at second. Now in the box, Jarvis. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Jarvis.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we take a look at the Reds leaders in that category, you can see his name tops the chart.
Eugenio Suarez.
Come on, baby. See it driving. Let's go.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Castellanos will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. Stepping in, Jarvis, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Into the upper deck and gone. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
New York Mets, 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good match. Striding into the box, Jarvis watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. LeMahieu for one. On to first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Batting fourth.
Stepping up now, Eugenio Suarez. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. And this pitch misses for ball four. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with two
Batting
away.
fifth, the left fielder.
Standing in, Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna.
And he misses with it for ball four. So the bases will be loaded now with two away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
That'll bring in Phillip Ervin. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands three runners. J.D. Davis the next to bat. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. The 1-2. Down to second base. This could be two. One there.
He's out.
Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first. Now at the plate, Jarvis.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Jarvis.
First pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Winker will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. Striding in once again, Jarvis. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And that gets him on the mound. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out. Weird way to end the inning. No damage done after the two-out triple. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon. Digging in, Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Jarvis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
Hey, be patient. Stay back. Hit your pitch. Let's go.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
See it. Drive it right here. Come on, big.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Man, where's that swing?
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Eugenio Suarez becomes out number 2 this inning. And he misses 2-1.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Hit out towards second. LeMahieu with a great stop. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the. So striding forward now, Jesse Winker. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And the score finishes
Late in the season and way up in the race, a team is reminded not to take its eye off the ball.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing... Matt Dennis will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Robert is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. And a relay home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Stepping into the box, Neville Tate. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. To third, this could be two. Reined in. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is... Digging in now, Jarvis earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue at least one more batter.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Here now the 2-2. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Ozuna swings, and it's hit well to left. Looking up is Jimenez. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks.
So stepping in, Jarvis. He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department.
Anderson scoops it up.
One there on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Gotta love that out of your reliever.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Luis Robert. He'll lead it off here against Taiwan. Runs up and gets this one down. A play at the plate. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Danny Mendick. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Down the third base line. He's got it. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Grandal.
Popped him up. Miller has a play.
Mine.
2 down. Digging in and looking for more. Jarvis. He singled his last time up.
Jarvis.
First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed. He looks seriously hitterish at the dish right now. That's his third knock of the game.
Eugenio.
Here's the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, but this is pulled in by the shortstop. On to first, a double play. So it's stepping in, Luis Robert. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Danny Mendick. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. So striding in, Tim Anderson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
Your attention, please.
Hey, come on, guys, let's go. Gotta hold him.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
0-1. Let's play ball.
Marcell Ozuna will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Dominic Smith. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
This has to be a production.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, keep it going. I need you right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Bounce towards the mound. And there's one down now. In now for the Reds, Jarvis. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
The left fielder, number 30.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out. Bat of Marcell Ozuna. Pickoff move to second, and he'll be tagged out as he tries to get back to second.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Reds jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
12 hits, 2 errors. They left 12 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Stepping into the box, Jarvis watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Yeah, and he's continued to hit very well.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. So digging in now, Jarvis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Into the box now, Jarvis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And gone. An absolute bomb. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You have heard that before. And you can add one more home. Digging in the switch hitter, Yohan Moncada. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A bullet to first base. And the first and second, a double play. Ready now for the White Sox. Nomar Mazara. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
The right fielder.
On the ground over to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Striding in, Jarvis.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 10-2 the final in this game. Chicago took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Carlos Martinez earns win number